A lot of people feel that we are right now living through the great age of alternative comics. There's a tremendous proliferation, and you have great people, Chris Ware and Spiegelman and Katcher and so forth and so on. And yet at this very same moment, this year in particular, all their outlets, their traditional outlets, the alternative news weeklies, are all going bankrupt. Linda Berry, who will be with us, has suspended a strip that she had going for over 30 years because she doesn't have anywhere to put it anymore. This seems like a crisis worth looking at, and Chicago seems a good place to do it. Speaking of Chicago, of course, this is a city that jokes about itself being the second city, but it is without doubt the first city of comedy in the United States. And we're going to have a look at the history of comedy here in Chicago. Things ranging from the Chitling circuit down on the South Side. Margot Jefferson's going to talk about growing up with all the great black comedians coming through, but then also the second city. One of the great joys of my job is I got to kind of like tag, you're it. And so I was thinking I wanted to have somebody talk to us about Eastern European and Russian humor. And so I called Alexander Hemin, the great Bosnian writer who's now a great Chicago writer. And I said, so what can we do about the comic spirit in Eastern Europe? And he came back with something very interesting. He said that what drives him crazy about America is that, or being here, is that there's so many Eastern European writers who are in fact incredibly funny, but they get translated as if they were extremely serious or soulful. He says that Chekhov is hilarious, but when we got talking, he said the thing that one of his favorite stories is from Max Brod's memoir of Kafka, about how all the boys used to get together at the coffee houses every evening in Prague, and every once in a while, every 2 or 3 weeks, Franz Kafka would show up with his latest piece of writing. And Brod remembers how Kafka one day came with 20 pages, the first 20 pages of the Metamorphoses. And they were on the floor beside themselves, quaking with laughter the entire time. And it occurred to us, what would it be like to have a group of actors, 3 of them on stage at a table, for example, and have somebody come in and start reading the Metamorphoses and have them start laughing? How would the audience respond to that? Because in fact, Kafka, like Beckett, like a lot of these people, are absolute avatars of laughter if you get past the self-seriousness of it all.